It's a great question, and so far I got to say I'm loving this because everything that you're kind of talking about here is really unique and new. I love your kind of the language here. So the I think I had several, and largely um, it was kind of an identity crisis, and I'll kind of put it this way, where I hit moments in my life where I was looking for an identity. I was looking for external accomplishments, things like that, to become somebody as opposed to, or at least not be a nobody, as opposed to, who's showing up today in this moment to express, the greatest things about me, my desired impacts, absorb things around me that are, beautiful and wonderful and courageous and, things like that. I was for many years stuck in this mold of just kind of becoming somebody. And so I looked to accomplishments. I built this house I'm sitting in here. I like literally did half of it with my own hands. And I thought, well, if I can say I did something, grand or big, of course, product in Home Depot, and a few years later, a product in Lowe's, and, just recently True Value. And I, it's some of those moments, though, brought me to my knees, to use your language here, because I realized it didn't solve any problems. And I was kind of you've heard that phrase, being a human doing and not a human being. And I think for a lot of my life, I was living just outside of myself because I just didn't know who I was, what my purpose was, what lit me up, all that stuff. We can get into that a bit more too. But I think to answer your question, I think there were some pretty large moments where I felt rather let down and disappointed because I had an expectation of something that just didn't satisfy. And which then caused me to start getting the shovel out and digging and asking better questions.
I love that answer so much because the bottom line for you was identity